Ron's ink experience.
What's going on, everybody? My name is Ron and welcome back to yet another video. Today on the menu we're going to be getting a first impressions of the YILONG F3 adjustable stroke wireless tattoo pen machine. YILONG, not to be confused with YULONG, who I thought this was for the longest time. So when I got this email, I was laying in bed about 12:30 at night. And I was like, oh, cool, YILONG. I said, I know those guys. YILONG, right? Those guys have been selling like, budget stuff for a long time. You know what I mean? But no, this is YILONG, not YULONG. So these are just some standard liners that I bought ages ago. Ages ago. Well, not ages ago, but a while ago, you know. So, yeah. So, like I said, this is just our first impressions. This is not a review. We're just going to be unboxing this, showing you what comes in the box. We're going to be running a few dummy cartridges through it, kind of getting a hands-on feel for it, and then, yeah, then I'll need some time to use it, and we'll go from there. So, if this is your first video, my name is Ron. I do all sorts of tattoo video reviews, mostly reviews, sometimes tattoos. That's the slogan. We got about 644 subscribers now. We average about 30 to 40 every month. So hit the subscribe button, like this video, and share it with your friends. So let's jump right into it, shall we? Nice presentation here, big old box. Now this took about almost a month to get to me. You reached out to me. I gave them my address. And then I got a notification saying that something was being shipped to my address, and then it sat there forever. So I went for like 2 weeks, and I was like, hey, you know, this still says it hasn't been shipped out. And she's like, it's been shipped, it's on its way. So I'm like, okay. So then I got all paranoid, thinking that I gave my address to some stranger, but I just let it go, put it in God's hands, and then it showed up on my doorstep about a week ago. Actually, the same day as the E60. So I woke up to it, the E60 and this on my doorstep at the same day. So, yep. Anyways, so here we are. Nice presentation. Kind of has the black and red FK irons thing going on here. Our product parameters. Now, don't worry. I will put all this stuff up on the board. Now, this has a hollow cup DC motor. From my understanding from watching Alex Conti's video, these are the motors they use in drones. So it's quadcopter drones. And a little spoiler here, this thing does seem to hit pretty hard. I put a big magnet when I first got it and ran it on my palm, and it felt pretty good. So anyways, here we have our 1.5 amp output, Type-C charging, which is good. Type-C is always the way to go. Protection function module, output shortcut protection, input double charge protection. The battery comes with overcharge and over discharge protection. The control board is equipped with short circuit, overcharge, and discharge protection. More safe. Kind of our guide here. And it comes in this nice little case, little travel case. Isn't that cool? This has the magnetic snap here. Now I did get the gray one, which is pretty cool. Put that over there. Our nice travel case, YILONG, not to be confused with YULONG. Now this kind of has a hard shell, which a lot of them do these days. Feels pretty good. Has a nice little travel strap, a lot like our Stealth Tilt here. Let's do this little size comparison. Here's our Stealth Tilt box. Here is my black pod from Solon, which has amazing storage options here, and it's got eggshell foams in the inside. So I usually keep my E50 stuff in here, and I'll be keeping probably both my E50 and E60 in here at the same time, because I'm planning on running them both at the same time. That way I have some options. Okay, anyways, enough about that. This video is already going to be longer than I want it to be. Open the thing already. Do the thing. Nope. So I'm kind of peeking over the camera here, guys. Here we are, our adjustable stroke here. Here's our quick start guide. Place overload protection. Automatically shuts down after 3 seconds. It may be caused by motor failure or needle is too hard. Motor failure, please open the tattoo pen motor bin part. Turn the eccentric and restart the voltage to check whether the motor is working normally. If the needle is too hard, it is recommended to replace your needle with a softer hardness. Okay, so if it has too hard a membrane, that's something to check for. Here is our stuff. I'll put this all pop up on the screen, guys. That way, or if you guys want to read this, you guys can pause the video right now. For those of us who don't want to read that and kind of know our way around this thing, we're just going to skip past that. So, and this comes in 2 options, guys. It comes with 1 battery or the 2 battery, and they were nice enough to send me the 2 battery one. Isn't that cool? How nice of them. Okay, so we have our magnetic battery here with actual tactile buttons. Then we have our machine here. Type C connection here. Here's our adjustments. Now the cool thing about this machine is it actually has a 4.5 stroke. And there's one other machine out there that does 4.5. I can't think of it at the moment. But hopefully when I'm throwing this video together, I will be able to remember. Now I'm pretty sure the protrusion is 0 to 4 millimeter. Needle protrusion. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Of course, you know, when you look at the pictures, you never really know how big it's going to be. So it's nice and small. Not small, but it's decent. You know what I mean? It's smaller than the EP7, so. And then here, I believe we just have our basic hardware. Probably some O-rings. Probably a Type-C. Nope, just a Type-C cable. That's fine. I have plenty of O-rings. I actually have a whole tackle box case that's full of different sized O-rings. So, okay, well, let's put this in here. Nice hard foam here. Let's put this in here. Let's zip this up. And we'll, you know what, let's leave the battery out. We might as well test both of them, right? It has that nice factory smell, that plastic foam smell. So here it is, our YILONG F3 with our extra battery. So thank you guys for sending me the one with the extra battery. That's very kind of you. So yeah, I believe the protrusion is 0 to 4 millimeter. We have our 7 strokes, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 strokes. That's fine. I'll probably never take this thing below 3.2, honestly. So sorry, I'll try not to fidget here. Now I'm excited to run this thing at the 4.5 to see what I can rip with this. I believe this is just yeah, just magnetic. You know, it's not on there the strongest, but yeah. So I mean, as long as you're not fucking knife fighting with this thing, you should be fine. So we're gonna long press for power. Now the one thing I did notice is the screen is not very bright. It does yeah, up here the screen is not very bright, but they probably do that to save its battery life here. They did come fully charged, which is nice. I wonder if you unplug it if it dies. Nope. Pretty strong magnet. I mean, once you pinch that O-ring on there, that's a nice O-ring. I might fit it with the bigger O-ring and see if it has kind of a tighter fit. Yeah, once you kind of it's not going anywhere. Okay, so we have our 8 volts here. Sorry, I'm trying to peek over the camera here. So I believe if we long press, nope, no long press, we just do 0.1 increments, which is fine. Nice clicky buttons. Now these fingerprints are from me when I first got it. What's our voltage range? Our voltage range I will put up on the screen. Recommended volts. You know, hold on. Let's pause this. Oh. Okay, voltage range, let's look here. Output voltage 4 to 12, so nice wide range. I'm pretty sure with all these adjustable pins, you want to, let me make an adjustment here. With all these adjustable eccentric pins, you're going to want to turn this off before you adjust the stroke. So the adjustment feels good. I feel like it kind of doesn't kind of give you an option to go in between, which is good. Something the Mass Flip did that I didn't really like is you had to like I don't know, just when you were changing strokes, it had a tendency to like kind of stop right here. But this one just kind of, you know, once it starts going, it goes, you know. So yeah, big 4.5 stroke, which sets this thing apart from a lot of other adjustable eccentric wheel machines. Battery did come fully charged. Let's plug this one in and see what it looks like. Yeah, fully charged. Now what's it say about a jump start function? The voltage before shutdown in the standby save. You need to work. Please click the power button to start and then click the power button to stop the work. Click the voltage range to rapidly increase. Press and hold the power button to manually shut down. Press and hold the power button to manually shut down. Charging icon shows the charging state, and the charging icon shows the full battery when it's full when entering the overcharge protection state. For start, double click the power button quickly. The display will appear a lightning mark. Okay, there's the jump start. See it? Blue lightning bolt. Okay, so this one's in jump start. This one is not. Okay, so let's get this thing running, huh? Let's take it down to 5. Let's grab this big old mag here, 23, 12, 23, and let's just grab a 9. Oh, ho, 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 ho. Okay, so we're at 5 volts. Nice fit. We're at 5 volts. We have our, now, these aren't the toughest membranes. I mean, it's, you know, they're kind of stiff. They're not too bad, though. Doesn't seem to be, it's kind of hollowed out in there like the, just, hold on, let's do this real quick. I'm so sorry, guys. Oh, lordy. It's hollowed out in there like the Discover DF3 is. I wonder if they do that to save weight. How many 2 ball bearings? It does look like you're able to take it apart. Although I would not do that. I took my Mass Flip apart and I had the worst time trying to get it back together. And it still never felt quite right after I put it together. Kind of a rambling video, but this is a video more or less about us just hanging out and getting some ideas on this thing. I'm not really too concerned about just having juicy things to say. Feels incredibly well. Or it feels well built, you know. Double O-rings here. I love the gray. There we go. Has a nice snap there. Okay, so let's power it. Yeah, let's see here. Okay, so our jump start is enabled. And let's fire in the hole. Small jump start. Nothing too crazy. What are we at? Oh, we're at 4 or 5. Okay, let's take it down here. Oh, so we are hanging out quite a bit there. Needles are hanging out, protruding quite a bit. But that's to be expected. It's at a big 4-5 here. Let's go to 2, 3, 5 volts. Fire in the hole. Now, we do know it's on because of... It does have a timer, which is cool. I mean, it's useless to me because I don't charge by the hour, but I guess it is interesting to see, you know, how long you have been running it. Okay, so we're at 2.3, 5 volts. We're hanging out there pretty far. Let's hang to about... Now it does feel kind of back heavy. Oh, that's very soft. Very soft, okay. Well, 2.3 does feel very soft, and it is at a very low voltage. Let's take it up to 7. We'll take it up to 7. Good lord, I'm getting messages here. Take it up to 7. Wow, very, very soft. Okay. You definitely feel that eccentric wheel has a little give to it. You know what I mean? As much as an eccentric wheel does. Oh, nice. Feels consistent. I mean, it is kind of the cartridge is chattering a little bit, but that's because it doesn't have any ink in it. What happens if we spin this? Will it die? No? Okay. Okay, let's take it up to 9 here. That's a very unique sound. It is feel a little bit harder. It does feel a little bit harder, but it's because we're running it at a higher voltage. Okay, let's take it back down to 5. Let's see. Let's go to 4 here. I'm sorry. Let's go to 4. Oh, it is running at 4 volts. Barely, but yeah. Trippy. Yeah, you can feel a little bit of give going on here. I feel like it's got power. When I push back on it, it's pushing back, so it's got some torque behind it. Okay, let's go back up to 5, guys. So far, this thing feels pretty cool. Okay, for the sake of time, we're going to jump up to 3.2. Running at 5. Jump start enabled. 1223 curve mag from Radical. Okay. I feel the torque. Okay, yeah, it's starting to get me. Okay, I feel the torque. If I was going to guess the stroke, I would not guess 3.2. But, yeah, it's got the juice. Let's turn it up to 7. Now, 7 volts is typically what I'm comfortable, running a mag at. Working slow, taking my time, building layers. Being as careful as I can not to overdo it. 6.5 if it's a hard hitter. I'll take it down to 6.5 and just kind of, you know what I mean? I do the pendulum, guys. In and out, you know what I mean? And then sometimes I'll comb it out this way, and then sometimes I'll cross hatch and I'll rake it back like that. But that feels good. 7 volts. 8.5. It's humming. Doesn't sound like it's working too hard though. give this a quick. It is cool that it is cool that you can. I accidentally switched it to 2.7. It is very cool that you can rotate this and it not die. And being careful not to. I just want to be able to run it and you guys see the screen is what I'm attempting here. Okay, yeah, 8.5. That's packing. That's packing language there at some extreme hand speed. And that's 3.2. That's pretty. That feels pretty good. That feels pretty heavy for 3.2. Okay, let's run it down. Let's take it down to 5. Back down to 5, guys. Let's run it to 4.2. Let's put it to 3.8. 5 volts, 3.8. Now our hang is out here a little bit more, so you can definitely tell it is doing. The stroke is changing, that's for sure. Okay, that's 5. Let's take it up to buttons are very responsive. The grip is somewhat comfortable. The needles are barely hanging out there. That's just a little bit shorter than I would hang them. That's about good right there. 3.8, you know, this would be a good, 7-liner stroke, 5-liner, 3-liner. Yeah, I'm not at 7 volts probably. I mean, I'd probably start this at 8, at 3.8, and run it. Yeah, that feels about right. So I'll pull. These are top dollar gloves, so I don't expect these to poke a hole in them. Okay, so sorry, I'm trying to rotate my needle hang here and get my screen selected. Oh god, I just switched it back to 2.7 on accident. Okay, so that's something to be aware of. Okay, that was just me being stupid, so it's not hard to, it's not easy to move this, but it's not, yeah. So, I mean, when we turn this, it's not like it's moving, so that's definitely something that they looked, okay, there we go. Uh-oh. Oh, see? Oh. Okay, so that's just something to be aware of, guys. Don't be, it's just something I have to watch out for if I'm using this, not to, which is what I do when I have, the way I wrap my pens, I'll hold it back here, and yeah, see right there, I just fucked through the stroke all out. Just something to be aware of, I guess. So, the last adjustable I had like this was the mass flip, and that was probably about 8 months ago. So it's gonna take a little learning. It's gonna take a little muscle memory to figure out not to do that. Okay, so we're here. This is what we're here for. We're here for the 4.5. 4.5. Let's start at 4. Take it all the way down. It is pretty cool that it starts at 4. Yeah, you can definitely see the stroke on this. You watch right here. Hopefully the 4K should be catching the 60 frames per second, so you can definitely tell you can see the solder, how far it's moving up and down, you know? Big 4.5 stroke. What's weird is when this right here right now, it's running at 8 volts. I feel something, but I don't feel any vibration at all. It just feels like something's, you know, moving in there, but I don't feel anything at all. Yeah, when I first turned this on, when I opened the box when I first got it, I was like, oh no, this thing feels super weak. But plug the cartridge in, it's like a game changer, or a different story, you know? Yeah, I mean, it feels like it's... I mean, it feels like it's hitting harder, I guess. I mean, the travel is definitely, it is traveling a lot further, you know what I mean? It's cycle. Oh, yeah. Yeah, okay, it's starting to fuck me up. Let's run it up to 12, let's see what it does. That's not good. Alright, let's take it down to... Okay, so... We know that at 10 volts, this thing is starting to fucking... wants to... explode. You know, it could just be the open mag as well, you know what I mean? I mean, if I'm being realistic here, I would never take this thing probably over 8.5, you know, unless I really had to. I'm able to achieve, you know, what I'm setting out to achieve just by, you know, slowing down my hand speed and... Just by slowing down my hand speed and, applying a little bit more pressure, you know. So that is 4.2. This is 3.8. Three, 2. I would like to see it 3.5, but honestly, I'm sure I can, whatever this thing is working with, I'm sure I can make it work for me. 2, 3. Ooh. It does feel a little back heavy. I don't know. It's a lot smaller than I thought it was going to be. Did make some crazy noises when we took it past 10. But, you know, we'll see. I mean, I'm never going to take it past 10. Let's get real here. I'm never going to take it past 10. So I'll probably won't run a 1223 mag. And, you know, to be fair, these are dry mags. So, you know, there's no ink in there. So some machines, period, say not to run it with not to run it with no cartridge, and don't run it without a needle with no ink in it. So, I mean, right? Is that not what the Valhalla says? It says don't run it without a cartridge. So, anyways, Yilong F3. This is the unboxing. First impressions. Let me know. Good God, it's already been 30 minutes. Good God. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you have any questions. Yeah. And I got to get out of here. I didn't know it was going to be already 30 minutes. God dang it. All right. Love you guys. Peace.